Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Hold on a sec. Ready?
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Hold on a sec. Ready? 44. Captain. Bombers.
Here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Franklin. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Ole.
Nix to the air. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Hold on a sec. Hey, Mike 44. Chill.
Now it's Nix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
That's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
It's a gain of a yard.
15.
And it's 3rd down.
15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get on field, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes now to throw.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Pacheco.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
'43!
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Yellow! 15!
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
I don't need to.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 44-yard line.
Hold on, son. Ready. To the right, yep. Captain.
Nix from the shotgun. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nix to throw again. And he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Nico Remigio deep for KC. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Chiefs 14, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Captain.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A handoff now for Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45.
Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Yellow, yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
To throw, here's Nix.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
To the right, yep.
Second and 3. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Nix once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Ready? Bombers, bombers, bombers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A short throw to Ingram.
Down the sideline he goes. He may go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score. Chiefs 17. Broncos 14. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line.
First down, Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, 26 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage.
Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Chiefs 24. Broncos 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start with a handoff to Dalvin.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here's Nix.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Nix to the air.
They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
They toss it to Pacheco.
They'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
158 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Open man right side is Rice.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it? And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Quick throw on the slant, but that's behind his man and incomplete.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fighting him off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Now it's Nix.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
To throw is Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
To the right, yeah.
to throw. Nix. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First down.
Back to throw again. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Hold on, son. Ready. 180. 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Hold on, son. Ready. 180. Motion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Broncos will line up for the...
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
That keeps the score. Chiefs 30. Broncos 20. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense down the field, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
To throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw, Mahomes.
And this pass caught by Gray. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable. And here he says, we're going for it on 4th down.
That is caught.
Chiefs first down, and that's the one that should seal the victory. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Kansas City.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Butker. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Ready? Olay.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
To throw, here's Nix. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but